This is the second basement. They say this is where the felons are imprisoned. Regardless of the crimes Tarsa has committed, she is far from being a felon. She must have been isolated from the regular prisoners for some reason. Could Tarsa be on this floor? Or is she somewhere further below? Yeah, as you say, we shouldn't neglect to gather information from the prisoners. I'm not guilty of anything! Let me out! That's exactly what a guilty person would say. I got caught. So they were going to hand me over to the Navy. They're going to hand me over to the Navy next week. Poor pirate. I can't remember how many people I've killed, but I'm not a bad man. All of it was done by my blade. There are villains like this in every world. This prison's pretty cramped, isn't it? Why do they have to cram me into a place like this? And the guy next door is always muttering to himself, I'm scared, let me out! Yeah, those are pretty small cells. A green-haired girl? I'm certain she passed by here a couple days ago. It looks like they've taken her down to the third basement. That girl didn't appear to be a political prisoner. The third basement? There's still more below us? It appears the third basement is reserved for political prisoners. That's where he claims Tarsa has been taken to. They can perform a secret ritual in the deepest floor of the palace without drawing public attention. Perhaps that's why she was brought there. Looks like I'll be spending my last years in prison. The greatest thief in the world, the Rat Boy, also met his end here. Why have I been put in prison? I only sucked and killed about 5 or 6 people. Could you leave the cell open? I'll be very grateful, of course. Like hell I'd ever let you out. Prisoners seem to be disappearing, one after another. They're apparently being taken down to the third basement, and they haven't come back from there. The prisoner in the cell next to mine was also taken away yesterday. Just what the hell's going on? Prisoners are being taken further underground and none of them have come back. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Shut up and let me sleep. We are mercenaries of the Kitsune tribe. I was recruited to be a prison guard for this country, but to be honest, I'm not very enthusiastic about this job. Everyone being sent here seems to be innocent. I'm quitting this unjust work. I'm currently writing my letter of resignation. Well, I mean, everyone in here claims to be innocent. I mean, we've ran into a couple of people that openly admit what they did was wrong. I mean, you got the samurai who killed a bunch of people. You got the hair girl that killed a bunch of people. So not everyone being sent here appears to be innocent. I was enticed with huge sums of money to be hired as a prison guard, but I didn't think I'd end up being a pawn for tyranny. It'd be best if I cut my ties as soon as possible. If I get involved in any kind of government overthrow, I'll end up becoming a criminal. I'm not some scoundrel. All I did was freeze the man I loved and made him mine for eternity. And about 15 others. This woman's insane. She's not insane, she's lonely. She's misunderstood. This is the third basement. They say this floor is where they keep the political prisoners. A certain Tarsa was brought down here, but for what reason? You know the reason, to perform the ritual. You've said it yourself many times. Yeah, I understand. We'll work together to save Tarsa. You there, listen to me. It might sound hard to believe, but Her Majesty is actually being manipulated. No, I already know that. The white-winged demon is behind it, isn't she? Wait, you already knew? So they sent you to this prison too? Yeah, that's what happened. By the way, have you seen a green-haired dancer girl? Sorry, but I don't know anything about that. Is that so? I'll make sure to defeat the demons who have brainwashed the queen. I don't know who you two are, but you look like seasoned heroes. The future of this country is in your hands. I've brought some supplies and equipment here with me. Is there anything you need? They let you bring that into a prison? Man, the Fox guards are just letting people get away with everything. Oh, Ilias, please bring your judgment upon the demons who have deceived Her Majesty. These poor people, thrown in here to rot, just for being Musette's political enemies. But then again, why does the actual queen, who is quite nice, have this kind of prison for her political enemies? I witnessed 3 angels controlling Her Majesty. For that, I was branded political criminal. The Musettes are actually winged demons. They might look like angels, but I can assure you they're not. To rot away in a prison for a crime that shouldn't be, I have no regrets. I mean, you can have some regrets. Won't hold it against you. The guy in the cell next to me was taken somewhere and hasn't come back yet. My turn might be coming next. A political criminal? Are you kidding me? I'm just a musclehead. The worst crime I've ever committed was dining and dashing. Everyone in here is equally innocent. We need to do something about this and act as quickly as possible. I was immediately arrested for writing a song criticizing the Queen. Keeping me here as a political prisoner is the peak of foolishness. Hey minstrel, sing me the song of feasting. Good grief, you really enjoy that one, don't you? Served on the table a plate full of meat. This isn't relevant to their discussion, but the minstrel and the minotaurs got to get married a year later. Nice. Good for them. One by one, prisoners are being taken to the innermost room of this floor. Just what on earth is going on in there? I'm pretty sure they're being sentenced to death by Snoo Snoo! I've just found out what happened to the Queen. Ah, Your Majesty, how pitiful. I can hear voices coming from the innermost room, like the panting of a man and a woman, and not just one or two men either. Oh, it makes me so horny I can't sleep. I know, it's especially painful if you are one who prefers sleeping face down. I mean, you kind of get propped up in that case. I heard you guys are the heroes from the other worlds. I won't let you interfere with the ritual. For performing the ritual? Are you an ally of the Queen of Dreams by any chance? When I first heard about her, I didn't think she was such a big deal. I'm not from another world. I'm a monster that was born and raised in this one. But then I was given a revelation from the Queen of Dreams, and so I've decided to fight for her. The Queen of Dreams must be gathering minions in this world as well. At any rate, we need to get past you. I mean, you've already fought one who's working for the Queen of Dreams. If they're performing the ritual, Tarsa must be involved in it. She is captured in order to summon the demonic castle. I'm not letting you through! The land of night must arrive! Let's go, Novisa. Tarsa must be just ahead. More, let out more. Look at all of them. Lucky men. Hora, hora, I'm still hungry, let out more. Stop it already. Tarsa, what the hell is this? And prisoners lying scattered around the room, all of them weakened. They still appear to be breathing, thankfully. Ah, Novisa, at last you've come. Tarsa, what are you doing? I'm focusing my power into these 4 magic pillars to expand the gate. However, doing that makes me very hungry. But if I get hungry, I'm allowed to suck energy from the prisoners. It's not a bad reward. Expanding the gate? No way. That means... Lisette said she was plotting to summon a demonic castle. To that end, she planned to open a larger gate. Stop this, Tarsa! If you keep this up, this world... Hey, let's have sex together! Don't you all want to feel good? Tarsa! Tarsa isn't listening to us at all. She seems to have lost her mind because of Musette. Novisa suddenly takes up his greatsword. Giving her a shock should bring her back to sanity. Don't you think that big sword's going a bit far, Novisa? That said, we don't have any other options to work with. This is going to be rough on her, but we have to do this. You want to get violent? That's fine with me. We're going to have lots of fun. I don't want to hurt you, but it can't be helped. Let's do this!